Ford Transit Custom 2012-2019. It's fair to say the Transit Custom has been a bit of a runway success. It's the UK's best-selling van. It was launched in 2012 and as a medium-sized van set below the largest Transit and above the smaller Courier and Connect in the admirable Ford range. Its key competitors are the Volkswagen Transporter, Mercedes-Benz Vito and Vauxhall Vivaro. And you can have your Transit Custom with either a standard or long wheelbase van with the choice of a regular or high roof. If you're after something other than a simple panel van, there are combi minibus versions capable of carrying up to 9 passengers and double cab vans with a second row of seats. For the ultimate in people moving, there's also the Transit Custom Torneo, a premium 9-seat minibus. The 2.0-liter EcoBlue engine under the bonnet comes in 3 power outputs: 104 bhp, 128 bhp, and 168 bhp. It was launched with a tried and tested 2.2-liter DuraTorque engine from the Transit, but in 2018 it was facelifted inside and out and fitted with the already proven 2-liter engine. Indeed, the Custom has been updated incrementally, with new software and safety features over the course of its life, and that 2018 facelift revitalized the model inside and out. There are also 4 trim levels: Base, Trend, Limited and Sport. Base trim should be disregarded because Trend adds a considerable amount of desirable equipment. Body-colored bumpers, LED daytime running lights, and proper wheel trims improve the looks dramatically, while on the inside there is a DAB radio, the complicated big 8-way adjustable seat, leather-trimmed steering wheel, and cruise control, not to mention parking sensors. Limited adds the 8-inch infotainment screen, as well as air conditioning and alloy wheels. And Sport adds a body styling kit, stripes and bit more leather. Trend trim should be sufficient for most buyers, but if you want a few extra gadgets and the connectivity afforded by Sync 3, Limited is probably worth the premium. If you're using the van to tow, we'd also recommend adding the rear view camera with trailer hitch assist. On the road, the later engine is far more efficient than the first generation 2.2-liter DuraTorque and emits 55% less NOx. However, it's not the most refined engine in the market. The 1.6 diesel found in the Renault Trafic, Vauxhall Vivaro and Mercedes-Benz Vito is quieter and just as lively. The 168 bhp engine with 299 lb-ft is the pick of the bunch if you want masses of pulling power, but all 3 units are highly competent. There's plenty of torque across a wide spread of revs, so the Transit Custom is a pleasurable van to drive both around town and on motorways. The Custom is also the best handling mid-sized van with a pleasantly weighty steering rack that provides you with ample feedback without being tiresome to drive. The standard 6-speed manual gearbox has a nice sharp action and is our preferred choice over the 6-speed Select Shift Automatic, which is only available with the 2 higher-powered engines. Inside, Limited and Sport models get a tablet-like 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system as standard, which is a good attempt to adding premium car equipment into a working vehicle. The system uses the 3rd generation of Ford Sync system, which is far simpler than the multi-menued Sync 2, and a welcome upgrade from the 4.3-inch standard screen on Trend models, or the standard AM/FM radio found on base vans. Sync 3 also supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which allows you to use your smartphone via the screen. Elsewhere, the Transit Custom's interior looks neater and less cluttered than before, and it has a particularly ergonomic layout. Thanks to the combination of a rake and reach adjustable steering wheel and a highly adjustable seat, it should be easy for drivers of all shapes and sizes to find a comfortable driving position in the Transit Custom. Although there isn't more storage space overall than before, the Custom has far more places to stash things away, including more compartments along the top of the dash. The door bins are more practical too, with split-level compartments that allow you to store more small items discreetly. In the rear, the Ford Transit Custom is highly likely to be able to accommodate whatever you want to put in it, because it has one of the largest cubic volumes of any medium-sized van. The short wheelbase standard roof van has 6 square meters and the long wheelbase high roof has 8.3 square meters. Its load carrying capacity is also among the best in class thanks to a gross vehicle weight range from 2.6 tons to 3.4 tons. Maximum payload, depending on body length and height, is up to 1,459 kilograms. The Transit Custom's large potential operating weight also means that its payload is significantly more than rivals. It can carry 230 kilograms more than the Volkswagen Transporter and 180 kilograms more than a Mercedes Vito. Both of these competitors are only available as 3.2-ton vans. Maximum load length is 2,554 mm for the short wheelbase version and 2,921 mm for the long wheelbase. Standard height vans are 1,406 mm tall, and there is an additional 370 mm in high roof models. Load width is 1,775 mm with 1,350 mm between the wheel arches. Rear doors open to 180 degrees, but can be locked out at 90 degrees using a special hinge, while a single-side loading door with an opening of 1030 mm is standard on all vans, and there's the option to add a second side door on the driver's side. Safety features include forward collision prevention and the rear blind spot assistance system, called Cross Traffic Assist. It uses the rear parking sensors to scan the roads to the sides of the vehicle while you back out of a parking space or driveway. It's a simple but brilliant advancement in safety that is much needed in vans and one we'd thoroughly recommend. Do all the usual checks you do with a van of this size. It should be prudent to check the bodywork for scuffs and dents and make sure the wheels look properly aligned. The interior is tough, so look for marks in the back and make sure the electrical equipment works as it should. The good news is the Transit Custom has an excellent reliability record, but the only fly in the ointment is the 2-liter engine. These smooth and powerful units seem to require more oil than is usual, and the problem has been traced back to the injectors. This can be fixed with a trip to the dealers and the software update, although there are reports of long waits for replacement injectors. A notice was also issued regarding a fault with the brake booster, so it's worth checking if the van you're looking at has had any work done there. Our choice would be the 128 bhp engine, as it's a good compromise on performance and economy, and it allows you the choice of all trim levels except Sport. In contrast, the 104 bhp engine is only offered with base and trend trim levels, while Sport is exclusive to the 168 bhp engine. Trend trim should be sufficient for more buyers, but if you want a few extra gadgets and the connectivity afforded by Sync 3, Limited is probably worth the premium. If you'll be using the van to tow, we'd also recommend adding the rear view camera with trailer hitch assist. Our favorite Ford Transit Custom 2.0 130 Trend. Well, if you are the owner of this car, then please describe the problem that you had to face during the operation of the car. Perhaps it is your feedback that will help viewers when choosing a car. That's it for today. Thanks everyone for attention. It isn't much work for you to subscribe to the channel. See you soon.